Hi, here we are again. Are you ready to get some IELTS help? Today, let's improve how you write a solution essay in Task 2. Here is the question. In many parts of the world, women still do not have the same opportunities as men in both their professional and personal lives. How can this situation be improved? And what suggestions can you make to change the way things are? This essay task is clearly a solution essay. It presents a problem that women do not have the same opportunities as men. Then it asks a how improved question, followed by what suggestions can you make? So you don't want to spend a lot of time on the problem. Just introduce the problem, and then most of your essay must be giving solutions in the main body. Here is the introduction. It is undeniable that women lack the same opportunities as men. This occurs in the home, where they do most of the cooking, cleaning and looking after children, and at work, where they might miss out on promotions. This social problem can be remedied by Number 1, changing the law. Number 2, using the media to show positive images of successful women. And Number 3, by businesses having a quota for women in leadership positions. This is an excellent IELTS Task 2 introduction. The student introduces the problem and uses the same ideas from the essay task in their personal life, in the home, and in their professional life at work. Then, instead of using the word improved, the student uses the word remedied. So now the student is introducing 3 suggestions. The first one is green. Let's change the law. First paragraph. The second one is blue. Show positive images in the media. And the third one is red. Have a quota for women in business. And this provides the structure for the main body. It is so clear. So an IELTS examiner would score this introduction very highly. I'll show you the first 2 body paragraphs. Remember, what was the first suggestion? Change the law. So the first body paragraph must be about changing the law. I want to read this slowly, and I want you to notice the use of modal verbs. Can look, must not overlook, should be and would be. Let's read it together. Countries can look at introducing laws that prohibit any forms of discrimination in the workplace. Business owners and managers must not overlook their female employees or job applicants in favour of men. It is sadly true at the moment that even if females have the same level of knowledge, skill and experience, many times men are preferred. This is unfair treatment of women, and it should be made illegal. In that way, employers and managers would be more careful in their decision-making. That whole paragraph was only about the law. What was the second suggestion? Let's go back. The second suggestion, here in the blue, show positive media images of women. Another way to improve the plight of women is to highlight positive images of women who have successful professional and family lives. Showing the general public that it is possible to raise a family and have a career will help to overturn negative views of working women in some cultures. That was the second solution. And the final one, remember, was to have a quota. There is that word quota. Finally, it is important that businesses support women. In the meantime, it would be a good idea for each business to have a quota, which keeps the proportion of women to men in managerial positions more equal. Now, you can read all of this. Take your time. You can read it at your leisure. But I really want to focus on the linking words in this paragraph. Finally, in the meantime, admittedly, because, nonetheless. Can you use these successfully? It will help your coherence score. Here is the conclusion. All in all, women are currently not obtaining equality. The student is repeating the topic. With men, both in the home and in the working environment. Remember, personal and professional. While legislation can help to provide the incentive to introduce improvements, making our society a better place for women will not be achieved easily. And the student finishes a little bit negatively with a warning. So why is this essay such a high standard? Well, it had excellent linking between paragraphs. So the topic sentences, for example, another way is, finally, it is important that. That's a very good feature of a high-level IELTS essay. Good topic sentences and linking expressions. Also, the conclusion matches the thesis statement. This social problem can be remedied, and over here, making our society a better place for women. So everything matches, everything is coherent. Another reason this essay is such a high standard is the vocabulary. Look at the noun phrases here and the adverbials here. Can you write like this? I hope so, and if you can't, use this essay as a model. Write it out and practice these forms. To finish, I just want to show you the introduction again. Introduce the topic. Introduce the solutions, and then introduce the topic for each main body paragraph. And this will give you a better chance at getting a high score in IELTS.